What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today, what are you looking at? What is this? Is this like 2 years ago or something? Yes, this is actually a game I really enjoyed on my Xbox, and today we're playing Medal of Honor Warfighter. This is going to be a game commentary, so yeah, if you're not into games, then you might as well turn off. I know those people exist, so yeah. But a long time ago, there was something called Danger Close, and this was supposed to be a filler within or for the Battlefield titles. Now, it should be Battlefield, Medal of Honor Warfare, or Medal of Honor, Battlefield, Medal of Honor. So like the yearly rotation thing. Now, I actually played this game a lot on Xbox, and like recently I actually repurchased the game. Some people said, or some of my friends said to me, "That's thrown away, man. It's such a bad game." Actually, maybe this, maybe not. So that is what I'm going to tell you in this video. So as I said, I had great fun with this game on Xbox. Now, first of all, I actually bought it and was like, yeah, well, meh. And because I actually had no one to play with on Xbox, I actually just started talking to random people, and there were a couple of people who actually invited me into their friends group. It wasn't really a clan. They were like, put phase in front of your clan tag. Funny story about that, though. I just want to make a little different story. So it was actually quite funny because when I started playing Battlefield in 2012, it was actually because the game was released in like late 2011, and I started playing online in February 2012. There was a YouTuber called iPwn Stuff for Hire, and he like made a commentary and talked about how Battlefield has evolved and stuff. And he was like, and there are all those kiddos who put face in front of their clan tag, or as their clan tag. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm going to do that as well. So I put face in my clan tag. I didn't put FAZE, I put FACE because I thought that was what he meant. So yeah, I was a face member, a face clan member. But back to Medal of Honor Warfighter, we learned about all the clan tags, and I had grown up a little more, and those were actually quite mature people. One of them was actually in the army once, or he actually was in the army. And so we played a lot of combat, or what was it? Combat mission. It was combat mission. Probably what you're seeing partially as well, which is basically a sort of rush mode from Battlefield. So you have to go somewhere and explode something. And the game was pretty nice. Now, I actually still had quite a lot of fun with it, even though there are about 118 players online on this game. Compared to Battlefield, I'm actually going to look up Battlefield3stats.com. Battlefield 3 stats, there are about 7,000 people online on Battlefield 3, so that is a game released 1 year earlier. So you see, people didn't like this game. Is that justified? Now, I do know that there are problems. I actually, just yesterday, I actually got pretty frustrated from a game where there were people with only AK-103s. Those amount to a lot of deaths from me. And it was just that those guns are pretty powerful, and people have like learned to exploit those guns, apparently. Now, moving on, there were glitches, obviously, because this game was really just like dismissed. The people were like, it's shit, the beta was shit, and actually there were quite a few patches on day one, so they clearly took some effort to actually make the game better. But people still hated it for some reason, because like some people expected Battlefield, others expected Call of Duty. This game is neither of that, and so people just hated on the game. There were also those people that say like, well, that's just so shitty, such a shitty game, you know, because it is just shit. And like, well, have you played it? I've played the beta, it's shit. Well, the beta is not the full game. Yeah, that's not what I mean. I mean the beta is like that was bad, and that is why I didn't like buy the game. So those people exist, and furthermore, we have V40 minis. V40 minis are available in the support class. Essentially, you throw 3 grenades at once, and you have 2 grenades of that. So you essentially have 6 grenades, and you throw 3 of them at once. The chance of you killing somebody with that are basically equal to 100%. And so there was a little bit of imbalance, and honestly, there was maybe one patch needed to polish this game a little bit more, and it would have like made the thing a whole lot more enjoyable than it is now. It's still really nice to play, to be honest. I mean, if you go with a couple of friends if you have maybe 4 people or 6 people, because there are fire teams of 2 people, if you go into a game with 4 people, 6 people, then a game is totally fine. Like, you can win, and it is really team-based and objective-based. And I still really like the game. Now, the perks of this game, I talked about the negatives, which are summing up are glitches and some imbalance. But the perks are the game mode. There is a certain twist to a lot of game modes from other games. That is just like the way the game plays out, essentially. The gunplay is a little bit weird. It isn't shit. It is actually weird. And with gunplay, I mean how the guns feel and how satisfying it is to get a kill. I thought it is quite satisfying to get a kill, actually. Now, furthermore, you have fire teams, so you don't have squads of 4 or 5 people. You have actually fire teams of 2 people, and those 2 people can spawn on each other. They can give each other ammunition and health. And so that really encourages to stick together with your fire team buddy, and you also get bonuses if he does stuff, and if you do stuff, he gets bonuses as well. So that's really nice. And you all do it to get kill streaks, and those kill streaks have either a offensive kill streak. Those are preset per class, by the way. This is either offensive or defensive. So you could be like, well, I could place, or I could throw a UAV into the air, but maybe there is one already, and we really need to push that corner, but it is get like under sniper fire. So I'm just going to drop a smoke screen because that is the defensive kill streak, and then everything will be fine. Or maybe I need a fire team resupply, so so both of us get like full ammo, full grenades also, because you don't resupply those, and that kind of stuff. So I really like some of those things, like the kill streaks and the fire team buddy system, and the spawn time was also like, if your fire team buddy was spotted or under fire, you couldn't spawn on him, which actually reduces the time of spawn kill, or the frequency of spawn killings. Needless to say, this is an EA shooter, so the spawns weren't exactly great, but I mean, like, which Battlefield can claim that title, right? So you really have to make that, or like write that on the list of Medal of Honor Warfighter. So would I say go run out and buy this game right now? Maybe. It is more fun and better to get into if you do it with a couple of friends. Beware though, there are a couple of things you will be frustrated about. Like I said, a couple of weapons that are actually overpowered, but actually you have unlocked those pretty quickly. Actually, the AK-103 I talked about is unlocked at level 20, and right now I have how many hours into the game? 1 hour and 25 minutes. So you might be like, well, longevity, blah blah, you're not gonna play this game for 400 hours. That's not going to happen. So you might as well have a little bit of fun with it. I really enjoyed the game. Give it a shot, maybe. And it's really cheap. So if you have some Christmas money left over, then go ahead. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then I would be glad to welcome you back next week, when I hope I'll have a video as well. I actually think so. Yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys around. Bye.